Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. It's been some times I haven't really shared something that related to energy management. Okay, let's talk about one topic that often being asked to me. Is a part of the energy management system based on ISO 50001 2018 version. I often came across this scenario where some companies, when the person in charge asks me how to conduct the energy review. This is often the question came to me, and there are several times where I was requested to assist them to conduct to show to them first what is energy review, okay, and how to show the evidence that that energy review has been conducted, has been done properly according to the standard requirement. And there are some cases where I had a call from somebody who has passed the training to become lead auditor for ISO 50001, but the person still couldn't describe or couldn't somehow understand that how exactly to conduct the energy review, because the training, even for the lead auditor training, what was told to me that the trainer just explained to you the requirement, what are required in the energy review, but the trainer did not tell how to conduct energy review. And there is another one case where I was invited to assist after the first stage certification audit, okay, by the certification body. The company received some kind of so-called remarks from the auditors that they need to improve their energy review, because most of the requirement as required in the standard wasn't met. Okay, were not met basically. So again, even the auditor did not tell. Of course, auditor won't tell you how to conduct energy review. Okay, so I received several quite numbers of queries, questions, how to conduct energy review, because energy review is one of the elements, okay, in the energy management system under ISO 50001 under the clause 6 planning. Okay, clause 6 planning. So it's a part of the, I would say it is the most important part in the planning. And planning in the ENMS is the most important part in the overall system development. Means that if you have the proper planning, which energy review is the most somehow important part in it, right? So it has to be done, it has to be conducted correctly. Okay, so now let's talk about energy review. Okay, that's why this is what I learned. This is what I learned from my training under UNIDO in way back from 2014 until 2012 until 2014, 2 years training. Okay, even during the training, somehow I wasn't informed about energy review, but through experience and what I've been trained, okay, and I managed to somehow prescribe, okay, what are the elements that can be shown as evidence that energy review has been conducted to meet the ISO 50001 certification requirement, and has an evidence, as a proof. So far I managed to get more than 15 companies, okay, helping them to conduct energy review properly and somehow being accepted by all CBs, that all certification body that somehow issued the certificate. Okay, so energy review basically under clause 6 planning, it covers basically the first part. Basically it covers about the confirmation of the energy sources in the facility, And then the next part, okay, is about understanding of the past and present consumption of energy. Okay, and then followed by the identification of the significant energy uses or SCUs. Okay, and followed by another one, the I think the first part, confirming the sources, yeah, it's not an issue, alright, because easily you can source from the bill. Okay, but the second part, understanding the past and present consumption, how to show that, you know, how to show that you have you understand very well your past and present trend of your past and present energy consumption. How can you show that as evident that you have you know that, you know, your the trend, the somehow you can explain, and then they must be shown through some kind of evidence. And then the SEU. Okay, SEU, this is where some people may have some misunderstanding. Okay, I came across a scenario where people told me, oh, Cik Zaini, I was told by the consultant that to identify significant energy users or SEU, we must have sub-meters. Okay, these are the questions that often being raised to me. So basically, you have to understand what is SEU. And SEU basically is to know, or to have some indication, and you must show an evidence of that with some kind of reasonable estimation of consumption, estimation or calculations or measurement. Okay, somehow there's some point, you know, is they can refer to some measurement. Okay, is SEU basically is where energy being used. For example, in your facility, all right, you have using certain kilowatt hour of energy every year. So how much go to this area? How much go to this area? And you must show that with some kind of reasonable, acceptable method. Okay, that's on the SEU. And after the SEU, this is often the most critical part, which often not being done correctly, and often being assumed being correctly done, but I came across quite numbers of scenarios or situation where it wasn't done properly, because the impact of this will affect the subsequent clause partly on the clause 6, okay, when you want to confirm your energy performance indicator, okay, and also subsequently on the clause 9 performance evaluation. It will affect, which is you need to confirm your relevant variables, okay, of your energy consumption. This variable is a factor, in simple words, is a factor or something that will affect or will affect your energy consumption. And this factor normally change. It's not fixed. Okay? You may have one variables. You may have one variables. You may have more than one. The question now, okay, how to confirm whether you have one? First, which one is your variable? What is your variable? And secondly, how to confirm whether your variable is one or more than one? Okay? There are methods on how to confirm that. What often happen is that they assume it's quite sensible where it is a factory, alright, produce a products. So often being assumed that, okay, whenever my product will affect my energy consumption. So what does it mean? If your product affect your energy consumption, if you produce more products, you use more energy. Okay, vice versa. If you produce less product, you use less energy. But is it all the time is correct? I can tell you now, it's not all the time is correct. Okay, again, the question is that how to confirm this variable, and then how to confirm whether you have one or more than one variables. Then the next part of the energy review. So there is a technique to confirm that. Okay, you need to know some knowledge on the statistical analysis. Okay, okay, this is nothing engineering, nothing technical. It's statistics. Okay, and after for the variable, you can have variable for overall plan, and you can go narrow down to your variable for every SEU. Again, before I move on the SEU just now, okay, how to declare that which one is a SEU? Is it all 100% of your total energy consumption, or some percentage? How to declare that? Okay, that one. And then after the variable, you must, this one very important. If you don't confirm your variable correctly, you won't be able to get your next part, energy performance indicator, correctly established. And this is very, very critical. Okay, energy performance indicator subsequently will be used to establish your energy baseline. These two are also a part of the requirement under the ISO 2001 under planning. Okay. So it's a variable. Go back to the SU just now. After you confirm your SU, the next part of the energy review is to identify who are the personnel involved in this SEU, for every SEU. Because there are some requirement for that. Okay, there are some requirement on that. Once you confirm your SU, you need to also confirm your who are the personnel that are related to the SU. For example, who are the engineers, who are the operators, who are the one that do the servicing, maintenance, operation and all that. There are some requirement from that. Okay, alright, that's on the SU variable just now. So if you don't establish your variable, if you don't confirm your variable correctly, first you won't be able to establish your energy performance indicator or ENPI, and subsequently your energy baseline or ENB correctly. When these two are not being established correctly, you may have trouble in the clause 9 in the standard, which is to perform the performance evaluation, especially if you want to confirm your energy performance improvement. Okay, these are related. So clause 6 is not doing right part of the clause 6, okay, on the indicator part, okay, and then you won't be able to do it correctly in the performance evaluation part, okay, and that on the variable. Okay, once you confirm your variables, you can establish your energy performance indicator, you can establish your energy baseline. So what next in the energy review? The next part is you have to find a way how to improve your energy performance. Okay, this is where you need the technical input. This is where maybe you need some kind of technical assessment, technical study, or even energy audit. From there, you need to quantify the improvement, or in other words, how much you can save. This value, is to be used. This improvement value, let's say how much you can save, is the very, very important information for you to set your targets, energy management targets. Alright, management targets. So this is in sequence. If you run this one right, you cannot go to the next one is right. And the last part of energy review basically is to estimate your future energy consumption. Okay, there are several methods to do this. One method, which is the most, I would say, the better one, or I would say the recommended one, is based on the result of your analysis to confirm your variable. You can use that. You can develop the mathematical model, okay, to do the so-called estimation or forecast of your future energy consumption. In some case, it can be done. It can be done that way. So this estimated or forecast could also become your energy baseline. Okay, energy baseline, especially when your variable is more than one. Okay, more than one. So this is another one. Okay, so energy review must be done correctly. You must, from the confirming on the variable, you establish your energy performance indicator. Okay, and then you establish your energy baseline. Okay, and then find way to improve. This way you need maybe you require some kind of technical study or even energy audit to quantify the improvement that you can be done, and then this value can be used in the target setting. Okay, target setting. And finally, you need to somehow show evidence that you have you can estimate your future energy consumption, because there is a requirement in clause 9 later. You have to compare your actual against your estimated energy consumption or future energy consumption. Okay, so basically that's energy review. Started from the understanding your past and present consumption trend from your energy source, then you use in the facility, and ended with the basically the estimation of the future energy consumption. Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, I share a bit more later. Alright, let's continue about the energy review. Okay, so you may ask, okay, so how to do it? This is exactly what have been sharing, I've been showing in all my training related to energy management system based on the ISO 50001. Okay, you can go for any course, any training that give you some understanding about the requirement of the standard. But how is something that is different things. Okay, even for the certification auditor, unless the auditor has this kind of knowledge and experience, they will ask you all that. But if not, whatever you declare to them in the audit, they will take it. Okay, if the auditor don't know how to establish a proper indicator, whatever you declare to them, they will take it. You can get certified, okay, but not doing it correctly. But you won't get the benefit from the system, because if you don't establish your energy performance indicator correctly, energy baseline correctly, you may not be able to even show the evidence of your improvement correctly in your update to the top management. Okay, for me, the adoption of the ISO 50001 is more about to benefit the company, not merely to get the certificate. So your system works, you can show everything. Okay, you can show your evidence of your improvement. Okay, you can use that to validate even your improvement and all that. So again, the worst can happen is that if your energy performance indicator not being established correctly, you may even mislead your top management when you share the progress of the so-called energy management system during the management review. It happened. Okay, I saw it personally. Okay, personally. But because of I would say the top management don't know. They expect when you present, you know you have done it correctly. And this company, okay, certified. Every year, surveillance audit, everything pass, no problem at all. But whatever being shared, whatever being it's not really basically truly the reflection of the actual energy performance improvement or even some kind of status. Okay, that is exactly what I've been sharing in all my training on ISO 50001. I'm not only sharing about the requirement of the standard. That one anyone can share with you. But I'm telling what I've been sharing in my training basically on how to make your system work and useful for all the intended purposes. Okay, to see your improvement, to update your top management in progress, and to make sure that they keep supporting the system for continued improvement. Okay, if you're interested to attend the training, you go to my website, okay, zaini4e.com, look for the training. Okay, and you can join the training either online or classroom training. Okay, so honestly, I've been quite overwhelmed by the requests and the demand for this kind of training. Okay, so I share something that has been practiced, in all the facility that has been certified. I share in the training as well, even examples, okay, the steps, okay, the method on how to do the so-called energy review. And as evidence, okay, so far has been somehow validated by the certification, okay, be all these companies that are be involved in establishing in conducting the energy review. Because the standard doesn't tell you how to conduct energy review, but there is a requirement to conduct energy review. So how to define that? That exactly, not how to define that, how to define what to what extent, what kind of analysis, what exactly something that visual you can see, you can show as a part of the energy review as an evidence, and all of that, and how to make it work for your system, especially in establishing your correct energy performance indicator and your baseline. Okay, with that, feel free, okay, to go to my website zaini4e.com and look for the training on the energy management system development and implementation based on the ISO 2001-2018. Okay, we can learn on the energy review. Okay, see you in the next video.